ותחל רוח עיני לפעמו במחנה דן בין צרה ובין אשתאול.
Nicely done, David. You're as ready for your bar mitzvah as anyone I've tutored.
So when I finish my Haftorah,
The rabbi will instruct you to be seated. He'll complete the service, then call you forward again to give your speech, which you're coming along with, I hope.
yeah, it's coming along.
You haven't started? Have you thought about what you want to say?
Yeah, I really,
Don't have a clue.
it's just, every time I write stuff down, it sounds so typical. Today I become a man. I mean, how many times have I heard that before?
You'll find the words.
Hi.
Hi. Cantor Kagan. This is Sherry Fisher.
A pleasure to meet you, Sherry Fisher.
Hi.
Perhaps you know more about becoming a man than I suspected.
What if I get up there and I go blank? Forget everything. I have Torah, my speech. It could scar me for life.
You're gonna do great.
I have to get up in front of 300 people and sing. Just thinking about it makes you want to throw up.
Wait till you get home to think about it.
I talked to my parents last night. Told them I want you to sit next to me at the head table.
What'd they say?
No problem.
Let's go down by the water.
Okay. What's the matter?
We've been seeing each other every day for over 4 weeks now. And you still haven't kissed me.
Wow, 4 weeks. I thought it was...
There. Now it's official.
I got something for you. I was gonna give it to you later.
Oh, David, it's beautiful. I'll never take it off.
Sherry, will you go steady with me?
Oh, my God.
You're right. Maybe we are a little young for this kind.
David, look. You know him?
Gary Ellis owned a car wash over on Dearborn. Had a reputation as a pretty degenerate gambler.
Lost that bet.
Check out our informants who work with bookies. Perez, the Wachtel brothers, Jake Lowe. And send me a copy of the lab report. Stan, we get a hold of Sherry's father?
Not yet.
Can Sherry come to our house, Dad?
Of course.
It's all right, really. Louise is at my house. She's our nanny.
Are you sure?
I can handle it.
Officer Kelly here will take you home.
I'll call you.
Okay. David, thank you.
Isn't she the best?
She's terrific. What were you guys doing here all by yourselves?
Nothing.
I remember that kind of nothing.
Dad.
You okay?
Yeah.
Good boy.
Hi.
Hi.
You all right? Look like a car wreck.
That's funny. I feel like a train wreck. Where's David?
It's upstairs, on the phone with Sherry.
Oh, the lovebirds.
Her dad called. He said to say thank you for taking care of her. I invited him over for supper on Monday night.
This Monday night? Well, the bar mitzvah's in a week. There's a million things to do. I gotta get a suit. Can't it wait?
Oh, well, he spends a lot of time over at their house. I think it's appropriate that we all get to know each other.
They're not engaged.
Oh, but she's a very important part of his life.
Honey, they're 13 years old. He may not remember her name in a month.
They care about each other very much, I can tell. Hey, Romeo and Juliet were only 13.
Yeah, and look what happened to them. Scally.
John took a report from Ellis's wife.
And?
You were right. Ellis had a serious gambling. Jones was into his bookie for a lot of money.
Who's his bookie?
Don Lacey.
Yeah, I know Don. Moves around a lot. Check the Hungry Oyster in Groverton.
Will do. We're striking out with our regular informants. All they'll fess up to is there's a new player in town, but nobody wants to talk about him.
I wonder why. Find Noodles. Bring him in.
Oh, are we really that desperate?
I can't keep coming in here, man. It could do serious damage to my reputation.
What's with the prop?
Class, baby. Class.
No smoking, baby. No smoking. Don Lacey.
We used to work three-card money scams together in Albany when we were coming up. Always had a lot of talent with numbers. Could do that whole Rain Man thing.
Where's he operating now?
As I hear, he's booking out of the Hungry Oyster.
Already tried. He's not there.
Look, you barking up the wrong bush. You think that Don Lacey put the whack on Ellis. It's not his style. Besides
what?
Word on the street is that a lot of bookies are selling their paper to some new guy. He's been floating a lot of moolah.
Who?
Whoever he is, he's a real animal.
Get me a name, Noodles. And while you're at it, find Don Lacey.
You know me, I don't know the meaning of the word quit. But I do know the meaning of the word compensation.
I said they'll take care of you.
I'm going through a little divorce at the moment, you know. By the time her lawyer gets through with me, there won't be nothing left but a little wet spot.
Wet spot.
I've learned a lot this last year about myself and about Judaism. I've learned that a bar mitzvah is a very important part of my growing up, and not just because you get so many great presents. Little bar mitzvah humor. I want to thank Cantor Kagan for being such a great teacher, Rabbi Marin for being such a great rabbi, but most of all, I want to thank my parents. My parents are truly... I haven't finished that part yet. You know, the rest is just your standard stuff. It's not very good.
Say that, honey. I think it's terrific.
David, look. Making a speech is like making a salad. You need your standard stuff, your lettuce, and then you go back and you spice it up a little bit. The jokes, anecdotes, sentimental stuff for your mom. That's your tomatoes, your avocado, your bell peppers. Rachel, there's no bell peppers.
No, we ran out.
Well, you get the idea.
Could you hand me those candlesticks? I'm gonna put out the clover ones. Come on, I want it to look nice.
Now, you guys not gonna embarrass me tonight, are you? Talk about how cute we look together.
David, don't you think that we remember what it was like when we were kids? Give us some credit. Now that is one great-looking couple.
As a single parent, you're always worrying you're not doing enough for your children. But I know I'm doing something right if she brings home a boy as nice as David.
Thank you.
Why'd you move to Eastbridge, Gideon?
When Sherry got to junior high, we felt she needed a better education than she could get in Glen Oaks. I'm in mail order, so I can live anywhere. We love it here, don't we, honey?
Totally.
Oh, that's my phone. Excuse me.
This is delicious. Kosher broccoli. I love it.
You're a card.
Hello?
Hi, sorry to bother you, Tony. I just got a call from Noodles. He gave me the name of the guy who bought Don Lacey's paper.
The animal who killed Ellis?
Yeah, actually, it sounds like a nickname, Giggy.
Giggy? It's not enough. Tell him we need more. Who, what, when, where, and why.
I did. I'm running it through the computer.
Let me know.
Okay.
Sorry.
Tony, Gideon just invited us to spend a day on his boat sometime.
Nothing fancy, just a 22-footer, but it's fun. Sherry insisted I buy it whether I could afford it or not.
It's the best.
Can we, Dad?
Great. Thanks, Gideon.
Now that we're gonna be friends, I insist you stop calling me Gideon. It's such a formal name. My friends call me Giggy, and so should you.
Giggy. That's cute. Don't you think so, Tom?
You think he's a gangster? No way. He couldn't be involved in something like that.
How many giggies do you meet in a lifetime?
But him? He's such a nebbish.
So is Meyer Lansky, but he was public enemy #1 for 50 years.
Let me ask you this. Where'd you get your information?
An informant.
Oh, well, they would say anything to get on your good side.
I know. And Noodles is sleazier than most.
Noodles? Noodles and Giggy. Sounds like a bad gangster flick. What are you gonna do?
Everything I can to find out for sure. I already have a surveillance detail on him.
That's the guy the boss thinks is a heavy hitter? Donna Reed by day, Don Corleone by night. This is productive. You got any antacid? Somebody's doing somersaults in my stomach. Well, I got some beef jerky. Beef? Uh-oh. Here comes tough guy. Probably going to a Woody Allen lookalike contest. Where's he taking us? This is Morgan Heights. Maybe he's lost. What have we here? Pull over. This is X-ray 3. We need a DMV check. New York, Baby Lawrence, quick, 251. Any unmarked units in the area of 9th and Carmichael? We're in the alley directly behind Ferguson's. Need assistance for a loose tail.
Roger, X-ray 3.
What do we got?
Pick up the guy in the gray sedan.
All right.
Yeah.
John and Stan just called in. Fisher met a guy in a back alley in Morgan Heights, pulled a briefcase out of his trunk and handed it to him.
Funny way to run a mail order business.
We ran his plates.
Joey Delabardi. I've heard of him.
He's got a jacket as long as your right arm. Extortion, racketeering, you name it, he's done it.
Who's on Delabardi?
Caruso. The evidence mounts. Glen Oaks PD got back to me. They knew all about the famous Giggy. They'd never been able to build a strong enough case against him. Meanwhile, he's been lurking in the shadows, quietly making millions off of bookmaking and usury.
There's no way in the world you'd peg a guy like Fisher. He looks like some mild-mannered file clerk.
Yeah, these are some pretty interesting files.
Boss, Caruso on one.
Thank you. Yeah, Ricky.
I followed Giggy to McGee's. It's a lunch place over on Brand.
I know it.
He just handed a briefcase to a guy having lunch at the counter. I think it's that bookie you were looking for.
Don Lacey?
Pretty sure.
Don't let Lacey out of your sight. I'll be right there. Rangers look great this year. I thought McGee's French dip was my own little secret.
He's the horseradish. Lots of horseradish.
I'm looking around for you, Don.
I'm easy to find.
What can you tell me about Giggy Fisher? That's his money in your briefcase. He's killing off your clientele. Giggy Fisher's not your friend. I'm not your friend either, but as it stands, he could hurt you a lot worse than I can. Give him up. I'll get him under RICO and you'll be protected.
Pickles are great.
Are you gonna arrest Giggy?
Not yet. Cases like these are not easy to make without a first-hand witness.
What?
This investigation's gonna continue, and that means until it's over, I have to tell David to stop seeing Sherry.
Can't I wait until after the bar mitzvah? I mean, he's under so much pressure already, Tony. I think this is gonna really upset him.
I give the appearance of impropriety. If it even smells like I'm showing favoritism, it becomes a problem for the prosecution of the case.
I'm not thinking about the case. I'm thinking about our son.
That's a luxury you have that I don't.
I know. Just really worried about how he's gonna take it. You know how he feels about Sherry.
Yeah. What you doing?
Working on my speech.
Thought it was done.
I'm just changing a few things.
We have to talk.
Sure. What's up?
Look, this isn't something you want to hear. Look, Sherry's father isn't exactly who you think he is.
He's not really her father?
I think he may be involved in some criminal activities.
Him?
I know. But until he's cleared or arrested, you and Sherry are gonna have to take a big step back.
Stop seeing each other?
Well, just for a little while.
Why? I mean, what does this have to do with us?
Nothing, really. It's just that you're my son and he's being investigated, and you know how that can look. I can't have a social relationship with a criminal.
But Sherry's not a criminal.
It's too close. I'm sorry, David. It's unfair, but Sherry's not going to be able to come to your bar mitzvah.
Forget it, Dad. You can't make me stop seeing her because I won't.
Look.
Scott Baker's cousin was busted for dealing pills last year. Can he still be my friend?
Damn it, David. You're old enough to understand this.
I guess I'm not.
That body you and Sherry found, we think he may have something to do with it. I didn't want to tell you.
David, Sherry's here.
Promised her I'd help her with her homework. Or is that too close, too?
I'm sorry, David, but you're going to have to tell her you can't.
You do it.
I love it.
Dad thought it was a little much. Hi, Mr. Scally.
Hi, Sherry. David has to cancel.
Oh, is he okay?
Yeah, something came up and he has to cancel.
Oh, okay. Well, bye.
Bye, honey.
Take it easy.
Tony, hi. Apologies for barging in on you like this. I'm a little confused about what's going on with the kids. Did Sherry do something wrong?
No.
Well, she says David hasn't spoken to her for 2 days, and he won't tell her why. Did I do something wrong? I thought our dinner went great. I really liked you and Rachel.
Tell me about the mail order business, Gideon.
What's to tell? You catalog your merchandise, buy
You can
mailing
drop
lists?
it now, Gideon. I know who you are.
Who am I?
Well, for starters, you're the man responsible for the death of Gary Ellis.
Who the hell is Gary Ellis? What? Look at me. Do I look like a killer?
Every day a new surprise. That's why I love my job.
I never hurt anybody in my life. You got me mixed up with someone else. I can't believe this. Meanwhile, it's breaking Sherry's heart. I don't know if you noticed, but I've devoted my life to that little girl. Her happiness is the most important thing to me. Whatever misguided idea you have about me, don't take it out on her.
Get out of my office.
Tony, just got a call from Don Lacey. He wants to meet for coffee. He said you'd know where.
Bingo. What's up?
You were right. Gigi Fisher has put me out of business. I got enough hard evidence to put him away for a long time.
What kind of evidence?
You let me finish. I played ball once and I got burned. I will not, hear me, will not testify against him or anyone in court. You give me assurances of that, in writing, and I'll provide you with secret audio tapes of conversations we had. They contain everything about his operation, including a little dialogue about Gary Ellis's murder. These tapes will bury him, Skelly.
I'll back you up all the way on this one. Let's go to the DA's office right now and cut a deal. In writing, according to your terms.
Somebody just dropped this off for you.
Yeah? Who?
Just some guy.
Who is it?
It's my wife and kids.
I'll put your entire family into protective custody, relocate you, whatever it takes. This is your only shot now.
Somehow, I can't see myself working as a crossing guard in Ames, Iowa. I'm out of here.
Lacey. Damn it!
Long day.
How's David?
He hasn't come out of his room since supper. He says he doesn't care about his bar mitzvah. He thinks it's all a big joke anyway, since we're still telling him what to do.
What did you say?
I said that just because he's a man in the eyes of God, it doesn't mean that we stop being his parents. And I told him he's just not ready to go out there in the world like he really was a grown-up.
And what did he say?
Nothing.
I'm gonna go check on him. Rachel! Rachel! He's gone. Movie theaters, bus stations, convenience stores.
Video arcades.
Video arcades, parks, anything that's open all night. Comb Eastbridge until you find him. This is my son. He did, when? We've been trying to get a hold of him.
What?
Gideon Fisher called in a missing person on Sherry half an hour ago.
I know it.
Yeah, David could be with her. Distribute her photograph. Okay. They ran away together.
Look, we should call up Gideon. Maybe he's got some ideas. Tony, this is not the time to take a moral stand. If he can help us find David...
First of all, he can't. Second of all, we don't need to go crazy just yet. We know they're together. They're both level-headed kids. This is an act of rebellion. David's gonna be fine.
May I come in?
No.
Tony.
What do you want?
You know what I want. My daughter. I can't just sit at home and wait for the phone to ring. What can I do?
You tell me.
Rachel, can I have a moment with Tony?
Sure.
May I speak to you off the record, as it were? I know certain people. I let them know to keep an eye out for the kids.
I thought you were in mail order, Gideon. Now you have people?
It's not easy for a father to give his daughter what only a mother can. But I've done my best. I've made mistakes. Who hasn't? Done things I'm not proud of. But I can live with myself. What I do to provide for her.
Is that what you call murder? A mistake?
I know nothing about murder. I swear on my daughter's life. She is all that matters now.
So you're a good father. Pin a medal on your chest.
Tomorrow you can go back to hating me. Today, have a little rachmanas, Tony. A little empathy.
I would if I didn't think you were here as an opportunist. Perfect chance to become friends with the police commissioner. Might be good for business later on.
Shame on you.
And you're sure nobody's gonna come in here and find us?
I'm positive. I overheard my dad once talking about this place. He said it was perfect because nobody ever came in here. He doesn't even know I know he owns it.
Great.
I brought some snacks. Potato chips, chocolate chip cookies, pickles.
This is like camping.
I'm really glad we did this. I couldn't handle these last few days not being together. It wasn't you, was it? Your dad made you stop seeing me.
Sort of.
Why? Don't your parents like me?
Well, sure they like you.
Well, then what?
It's got nothing to do with you, Sherry. Really.
Of course it does.
No, it's about your dad and my dad.
Your dad doesn't like my dad?
I didn't say that.
My dad is the most wonderful man in the world. And if you or your dad have any problems, you can all just stuff it.
I don't have any problem. I like your dad. I like him a lot. We're together now, right? I mean, that's what counts. Look at us. We're supposed to be having a good time. Let's go out for pizza.
It's almost midnight.
Ruby's is still open. Come on. Are we having an adventure or not?
Have you talked to Groverton and other neighboring jurisdictions?
I've called everywhere, and I've got all units working double shifts. I don't know what else to do.
Thanks, Sid.
You and Rachel holding up?
Barely.
I'll be in touch.
Thanks again.
Want the last piece?
No, thanks.
What are you thinking about?
What I'm always thinking about. Day and night, night and day.
Your speech.
Okay, here's the deal. I'm supposed to get up there and say, today I become a man. But I don't feel like a man. I mean, my dad's a man. Your dad's a man. The only man that would be in the 8th grade is one that's flunked like 20 times.
So say something else.
Like what?
What if you got up there and you said what you just told me? That you don't feel like a man yet. But studying for your bar mitzvah, you've learned a lot of stuff that you'll always remember as you grow into one.
That is excellent. I learned a lot of stuff.
David, you gotta put it in your own words. I just gave you an idea. Let it sink in. You gotta write what you feel from the inside.
I'm not good at writing what I feel. I'm a guy.
Remember that note you sent me in Mr. Quitter's class?
Yeah.
I got it put away in my room. It was the most beautiful thing anyone has ever... Because it was from your heart.
Okay.
Yeah, Sid?
Hibbs just called. While he was on break, he stopped in at Ruby's Pizza out near Redmond Park. He showed photographs of Sherry and David. Somebody ID'd them. They were in earlier.
Someone spotted David. Send units out there, I'll meet you. Call you as soon as I know anything.
What have you been telling him? Come on, Donna. You can make this easy on yourself. Or you can make it tough. I'll get it from you one way or another. I got more important things on my mind than you right now, Don. So consider this your last warning. No more dialogue with Scally. No more bright ideas about saving your hide. Not gonna happen. I whacked Ellis. I'll do the same with you or anyone else who gets in my way. Is that a concept you can wrap your head around? David. David.
Get him, will ya?
I'm gonna form a 10-block perimeter.
Dad! David! Go! Go!
It's all right, David. You're safe. Come on.
Those were his exact words. I whacked Ellis, and I'll do the same to you or anyone else who gets in my way.
What happened then?
It was like a blur. I knocked something over. He looked up, saw me. I tore out of there as fast as I could.
Call Alex's office. Tell him we want a warrant for Fisher's arrest and Fidel Alberti.
What about protection for David?
Send 2 teams over to my house. I'm not gonna take any chances.
Right here. You're gonna be safe.
What am I gonna say to Sherry?
Nothing, for now.
I'm gonna put that APB out on Fisher statewide.
Somehow, I don't think it's gonna be a police officer who brings him in. How you doing, Sherry?
Where's my dad?
We're trying to locate him.
Where's David? Why can't I talk to David?
He's still being questioned by one of our officers.
Why wouldn't anybody tell me what happened at the warehouse?
We're trying to figure that out for ourselves. Look, Sherry, unfortunately, I can't release you until you've been examined by a doctor.
But there's nothing wrong with me.
It's procedure. Officer Kelly will take you over to Eastbridge Memorial. Stan. Take Sherry here over to Eastbridge Memorial, please.
Sure.
David.
Sherry, how you doing?
I gotta go to the hospital. Guess I chose a pretty lame place to hide out, huh? What happened there?
Tell you later.
Come on, pick it up.
Hello?
Hello, is this Louisa?
Yes, it is.
Hello, this is Police Commissioner Scally. Is Mr. Fisher in?
No, Mr. Fisher's not home.
Well, could you tell him that we're bringing Sherry to Eastbridge Memorial Hospital, please?
Is she hurt?
We don't know yet. Please give him that message.
I will, thank you.
We're gonna see what kind of concerned father Gideon Fisher really is. All right, Ricky. Help yourself to anything in the kitchen. If you hear from Sid, wake me up.
You got it, boss. Night.
Hi. I'm glad you're home safely. But I'm also real disappointed, champ. Running away like that was...
I know. It's just... not being able to see her. We decided we were gonna come back in the morning.
That's not good enough.
It's gonna happen, Dad. She's never gonna understand when I tell her what I saw tonight. She thinks her dad's perfect.
Whether she believes it or not is up to her.
Is there any other way for you to get him? So I don't have to testify?
No, there isn't.
And I know how she's gonna react. She'll never speak to me again.
Then don't testify. This is all on you now, David. You're old enough to make your own choices. Hopefully, your mother and I have done our jobs so you make the right ones, but we can't do it for you. It's called growing up.
I'm Sherry Fisher's father. Is she okay?
She's fine.
Where is she?
Room 214. But she's asleep.
Daddy.
I'm sorry it took me so long to get here. I was so worried about you.
Do you forgive me?
You know I do.
It'll never happen again. I promise.
You know I love you more than anything, don't you? You're my whole world.
And I love you, Dad.
My business is getting very complicated lately. So I'm sending you to Grandma Eileen's for a while.
Great. Will I get to miss school?
Go to sleep. See you in the morning. Thank you for letting me say goodbye.
Stan? Come on.
You have the right to remain silent. Give up that right. Anything you say, can't.
I spoke to my dad this morning. He told me he saw him at the warehouse the other night.
He told you?
David, he was there looking for us. Whatever you thought you saw.
I know what I saw, Sherry.
No, you don't. You made a mistake. I mean, it's okay. But you have to tell your dad you were wrong.
I can't do that. It's my responsibility to tell the truth.
If you testify against my father, he'll go to jail. He's innocent, David. Don't you care about me?
Of course I do.
I'll have to move away and live with my grandmother. We'll never see each other again.
I'm sorry, Sherry.
I hate you, David. I hate you so much.
I sat down to write this speech about 100 times, but it never came out right. Someone told me to write what I feel, but I didn't know what I felt. I still don't. The world is so full of wonderful things, but also terrible, confusing things, all mixed together. Growing up is the hardest thing to do. You can be a good person and do the right thing, still hurt the ones that you love the most. I haven't figured it all out yet, but I feel like I'm learning. I've had so much support from so many people this past year. I want to thank Rabbi Marin, Cantor Kagan. But it is my parents that I need to thank the most. For their love, their support, and their decency. They have given me the greatest gift that a parent can give a child. They're the models that I choose to pattern myself after. They are the people I want to be like. I honor them and say to them what so many have said before me. Today, I've become a man.